A terrified girl is desperately trying to escape with her life when she suddenly notices a small injured bird lying nearby. Even while running, she wants to save it and carry it with her. But before she can move, she runs straight into Zach, a ruthless serial killer who treats chasing people like a game. Enjoying the fear in her eyes, he gives Rachel a 3-second head start before coming after her. Those few seconds are the only reason she survives. While fleeing through the building, Rachel finds another wounded bird. The sight triggers a strange memory deep inside her mind. Her expression suddenly turns empty as she completely forgets the killer hunting her. Calmly, she takes out a needle and thread and carefully sews the bird's wound shut. Later, Rachel accidentally wanders into Zach's room. The broken furniture and scraps of food reveal how miserable his life has been. She opens one drawer and discovers the bandages he constantly wraps around his body. What Rachel still doesn't realize is that Zach himself carries a horrifying past. When he was a child, his abusive stepfather nearly burned him alive. Somehow, Zach managed to throw himself forward and escape death at the final second, but the flames left terrible scars across his body. Forced to hide beneath bandages forever, he became something even his own mother couldn't bear to look at. Disgusted by his appearance, she abandoned him at an orphanage. Zach hoped life there would finally improve, but the orphanage was run by monsters. The caretakers treated orphan children like worthless trash. The kids survived on rotten food, and whenever one of them died from illness or starvation, the owners forced Zach to bury the bodies because they thought corpses were disgusting. That endless cruelty slowly destroyed his mind. Then one day, Zach watched a horror movie that gave him a terrifying idea. That same night, he picked up a knife and murdered the orphanage owners in their sleep. After escaping, Zach wandered the streets carrying the bloody knife before eventually falling asleep inside an abandoned car. Early the next morning, someone knocked on the window. Zach instantly grabbed his knife, prepared to kill again, but outside stood nothing more than a gentle blind old man. Slowly, Zach lowered his weapon. Smiling kindly, the old man asked, "Are you hungry?" He brought Zach home and gave him food and shelter out of pure kindness. Confused, Zach asked why he would help a complete stranger. The old man quietly admitted he had no family left and simply hated being alone. For the first time in years, Zach felt warmth from another human being. One day, the old man left on a trip and told Zach to stay home and rest. But when night arrived, he still hadn't returned. Worried, Zach found a note explaining that the old man had gone out to buy Zach his favorite bread and wanted him to wait patiently at home. But Zach couldn't read, so he threw the note away without understanding it. He went searching through the streets and eventually discovered a crime scene. There, lying dead on the ground, was the old man. Nearby, a young couple laughed while counting stolen money. Zach immediately noticed the old man's cane in their hands and realized they were responsible for the murder. Watching them celebrate filled him with rage. Quietly, he pulled out his knife and slaughtered them both. Losing the only person who had ever cared about him completely shattered whatever humanity Zach had left. Rachel's past was just as tragic. She was born into a rich family, but her father's affairs and alcoholism slowly destroyed their home. Eventually, she witnessed him murder her mother with her own eyes. The trauma broke her mind entirely. In the end, Rachel killed her father herself. Desperate to keep her family together forever, she stitched her parents' bodies together with her own hands. She even sewed her beloved dog inside a stuffed doll so it would never leave her side. Now, these two deeply broken souls are trapped together inside a deadly building. Somehow, despite everything, they may be the only people capable of understanding and saving each other. If you lived through what they did, would your mind survive intact?